Right, just recording a few setups for AMS2, formulas HiTech, Reiza and Ultimate, just in case the physics get reset and all the setups go away. Starting with the HiTech Gen 1 Model 2. That's good enough for a first round there, and a third round there, and a first round the combined. Yeah, a first there. Oh, a first of 3 there. And at the south loop, it's a first. Let's have a look at the setup. Front tyres harder than the back. No front duct, I found the rear tyres overheated, not the fronts. Not very much downforce on this car, you need to get the ride height right really. Lots of caster, lots of camber. Fairly low at the front, bit harder at the back. My very personal preference, 28 degrees steering lock. Most normal people are about 20. Roll bars a little softer at the front than the back. Anything less than 45 on the radiator opening and your car will blow up. It may not blow up the first lap, but it will blow up. So, engine braking's personal preference, traction control, that's for dummies, turn that off. Gear ratios are usually the defaults, although I might have tweaked them a little. And the diff is very personal. I've got this one with no preload at all, minimum number of clutches, 80 and 25 for the ramp angles. And that's the Formula HiTech Gen 1 Model 2. Now for the Formula HiTech Gen 2 Model 2. Fastest car in this group. Oh, I'm only a second round the south loop. First at the north. First at the Gessamstrecht. Only third at the combined, and a sucky fifth on the modern north. I'll have to sort that out. Let's load the south because that's quick. Use the same tuning setup for all 5 variations. Might tweak the aero a little between the south loop and the GP track. Auto gears, don't know what that does, turn that off straight away. Lots of caster, lots of camber, lots of toe in and toe out at the back. Roll bars touch softer at the front, and the active suspension, that was about the best settings I could find for my personal style. 45 for the radiator, turn off the traction control and the ABS, they just slow you down. And gear ratios might have tweaked 6th a bit. No preload, minimum clutches, 75, 25. Very personal preferences, you may hate it. Okay, onto the Formula Reiza. And first at the south. Oh, first of 1 at the north. Come on, people. Gessamstrecht, first of 5. Combined. Oh, first of 5. Modern north. First of a page or so. Let's have a look at the south loop. And the setup is harder at the front than the back for the pressures. Front duct opening, not the back for this one. Low aero. Lots of caster, lots of camber. Springs fairly even. Softer in the middle than at the corners. No towing at the back. 28 steering lock again, because that's what I like. Don't like to turn the wheel too much, I'm lazy. No active suspension settings on this car, of course. But this car, the Formula Racer, does have a boost button. You get one lot of boost per lap. It lasts for about 3 seconds. It will refill after, if you use a second, it will refill, but you'll still only be able to use 2 seconds, so bear it in mind. Formula Ultimate Gen 1. First at the south. Oh, first at the north. Oh, first. Oh, yes. Where's this Alpine Rob geezer is always behind me? Ah, it's first at the combined. And, oh, first in the modern 2020. Load the south loop. And the tuning setup is harder at the front than the back with the pressures. Lots of front duct opening because I keep toasting these tyres. The front tyres just melt. There's your ride heights, casters and cambers. Quite hard at the front, quite hard across the front axle, quite soft across the back axle. And then the drivetrain, I've got 500 maximum preload on the diff. Still only 2 clutches. And there's your ramp angles. Okay, that just leaves the Formula Ultimate Gen 2. In theory, the fastest car in the game. And it's a first round there. It's a first round there. It's a first round there. And it's only a second. Good job, Dashoon. I'm coming for you. Let's load the north loop for a change. Same setting for all variations. And the setup is, there's your tyre pressures, little front duct at the front, medium-ish aero, front and back, fairly balanced, lots of caster, lots of camber, quite hard at the front, quite soft at the back, fairly even across the axles. And I've got no engine braking on this for some reason, but 500 maximum preload on the clutch, but only 2 clutches. That's just how I like it, folks. Your mileage may vary. If these make you go slower, I'm sorry. Have fun.